happy to be back. I'm so happy to be in good spirit and good energy and just positive vibes.
We motherfucking missed you. Oh my God, that's my liquor. Hello? Okay, I'm coming down.
I'm weak. He's so hyped. He has the internet wire now.
Thank you, Jesus. He had the new. Thank you.
That thing used to lag so much.
Oh
My
my
mama got my
goodness.
liquor, so it's all
That
good.
was so fast.
No, my mama got it. She was downstairs. I told her wait down there.
I'm
He
like,
said,
man.
my mama got it. My mama got it.
So you already know who it is. It's Jordan Whitey, Jordan, that Nigerian prince / king. And to the left of me, I got Uzair.
What's up?
That's it.
What do you want me to say, man? Hey, how y'all doing? It's good to be back. A second episode for me. You know how it goes. Let's see how this. Let's see how
Permanent cast member too.
Permanent cast member. You sign a contract.
You had to sign your soul. Your soul.
He's feeding us pizza.
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeding everybody pizza as payment. So there you go. That's your payment.
Facts.
And then underneath him, we have Miss Adeline Lease.
Hi guys, I'm glad to be back.
Yes.
We missed you. We did.
I miss you guys too.
Yes.
Yeah. And then underneath me, we got Miss Letha.
Hey, it's Benita Applebaum. You know I put you on.
And we are the
mess.
You know what's so crazy? That I be forgetting to do that in my intros is We Are the Mesh, because that's like the whole reason, and then I be forgetting. Okay, so yeah. Right. So anyway, we're gonna get into our first topic. This topic is based on this happened actually back in 2019, I believe. And it was a black cop that shot a white woman in a hotel called La Quinn in LA. Mm-hmm. And she was basically holding a pair of scissors, saying that you're going to have to shoot me. And the black cop was warning her. He was saying like, hey, listen, put the scissors down, put the scissors down, or so I'm going to have to shoot
you about to be out of here? No.
So then, he ends up shooting her because she charges at him. And she also uses a racial slur too. She said, you're going to have to shoot me N-word. So my quick question, he was, let's see, he was he was placed on administrative leave for the shooting, but it was found justified because, it wasn't like a crime or, he was in threat of his life. My question though, to you guys is, would we feel the same outrage if this was an innocent white woman and a black cop was shooting an innocent white? Would we feel as outraged if it was the roles was reversed? Miss Lees, we're gonna start with you.
To be honest, no, because this happens to us every time. So it's like, now that you're innocent, okay, he shot you. Not saying that I sound so crazy right now. Oh my God. But no, it's just basically it's like it's vice versa. It's like when you hear a black man being shot by a cop, you don't hear the white people. Well, I'm not saying not all, but you don't hear like white people saying, oh well, he was innocent. Why did this happen? Da da da. You don't hear them coming to our defense right away. They always want to know, okay, what did he do for him to get shot? So it's like if it was vice versa and she was an innocent white woman and it was a cop that just shot her, I don't really think no, I wouldn't no.
Okay.
Wouldn't care.
Ozzy, what do you think?
So in that moment, that was justified, right? Because she was coming at him, and he did try to stop her for the most part. But if that person was innocent, right? If there was an innocent, then I think there should be an outrage a little bit, mainly because of the fact that is an innocent person, a cop killed. Because at the end of the day, obviously, the whole movement and whatever it is, whenever people do get outraged, is because of police brutality, right? So if there is a case where an innocent person was killed because of police brutality, I think there should be an outrage, or there should be some kind of like, hey, get this cop arrested and whatnot, you know, because there should be, because it's an innocent person the cop killed, no matter the race. That being said, yeah, you know, black people do get killed much more often than white. You know, there's a guy got, he was shooting at cops with an AK, got taken in alive. You know, like, well, that makes no sense to me. Yeah, but I do think there should be something should happen. You know, there should be some kind of a response coming from people if it is an innocent person that got killed at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Lita, what are your thoughts?
I'm biased because I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Like, because I feel like the reason why I say I'm biased is because if it were the other way around, I probably would feel some type of way still. But being that it's not the other way around, and being that it's you know, it's no fun when the rabbit had the gun, I don't care, because I feel like, first of all, the way she was coming at him was crazy. You nigger, coming at him with scissors like she about to stab him. So I just feel like, could he have used a taser? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Could he probably have used a rubber bullet? Yeah. But did he? No. And am I mad? Nope. I don't care.
I mean, wait. Let me ask a question. Is she's dead?
Yes.
Yeah, she's out of here.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to come off so callous, but
no,
I have no remorse. I have no remorse.
In that situation, I think the cop, whatever the cop did, was right, because he just tried to stop her.
He
right.
her. He sat there and said, like, I'm gonna shoot.
But he kept saying it like, "Don't come close. I'm gonna kill you. Like, don't come over."
But in a scenario, if a person was innocent, you know, that's in that case, I think there should be. But if that person is not innocent.
And to add on to what you said, if it was vice versa, Juwan, I feel like if it was vice versa, and if she was innocent and the cop just killed her for no reason, I feel like, you see how we go for Black Lives Matter and, you know, we protest and all that. I feel like if it was vice versa and she was innocent, the whole world would be in chaos, because it will literally be them against us. Mm-hmm. Like, your people killed my people. Oh, she didn't do anything. Oh, imagine how we feel for the past, 100,000 of years. Like.
So then, do you guys think that, for that being, do you think that there will be some level of like understanding now that they would have went through that experience? They can now like be like, hey, you know what?
No, because it happened last year and we in 2020 and shit's still going down.
You right. No. But I mean, for me, like me personally, I feel like that there should be some sort of level of like, savagery going on. Like, yeah, like I would feel bad if it was. For the simple fact that law should not be doing this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put in place to preserve, protect, and defend, right? And if y'all against that, who the hell are we supposed to call to come against y'all?
Right.
And exactly. The truth is that people don't got to protect other people. That's the sad truth. It's a reality. We don't. It'll be morally right, but we don't have to. We didn't sign nothing. They did. And that's the difference. That's why I would be outraged, because why are you going against what you signed? Which you said your oaths. Why are you going against that? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like if you can't handle, the pressure of the duty, then you probably should not be a cop. Because a lot of people go in for selfish reasons. Oh, money, tax breaks, whatever. But I think at the end of the day, you got to know, if when you are becoming a cop, you should know what you're signing up for. There are dangers, and exactly. you need to know how to react while under pressure.
And some cops are very, when they are enrolled into the police, when they get their badge and everything, they take advantage of their power, and that's what it's all about. You're just taking advantage of your power. You sound an oath to protect us, but then again, you are discriminating us because of our skin color and thinking that all black or all Mexicans or all Hispanics are in one unit, and we're all bad and we're all this and we're all that. But at the end of the day, you should not be able to see with that type of eye. You sign an oath to protect all people, no matter what race, no matter what sexuality, no matter that doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. So it's like, for you to don't get me wrong, policemen and policewomen are supposed to protect themselves too when case comes. You feel me? Because some people, I'm not gonna lie, some people are crazy. Mm-hmm. But don't put us all in that category that we are all crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Like, don't come in with that defensive mentality, putting us all in the same box. And then on top of that, if you're going to be a police officer, all your personal beliefs go out the window. It's just like, because it's not about you no more. It's about the people. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you feel like, oh, well, I'm a believer of God, and if you're not, that don't mean I'm not going to defend or protect you. That's my job title. That's my job duty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, obviously, this man did nothing wrong. He was, you know, in harm's way. The woman had a scissor on her body. You know, her family members was basically saying, you know, that they wish that, you know, they was able to stop her because she was also on drugs too. So, you know, they just, you know what I'm saying? They just wish that they was able to kind of stop that from happening. But, you know, things happen when you do certain things, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to dismiss this one. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to something a little lighter. Oh my God. Shoot, this was a little dark.
Oh my God.
Joseph.
Oh, damn it. You're right. Okay, so Joseph is going to be, I don't think he's going to be on this episode. He's going to be on the next one because he's out running stuff and stuff.
Okay.
Even though he should be here, but, you know, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I want to get into a specific topic. This kind of like gets me upset because cheating is starting to become normalized. People are trying to normalize cheating. If you notice, a lot of people that's in relationships, they'll use the words, "Oh, cheating is a part of an ups and downs of a relationship." So us being young, we are young folks. What are our thoughts about cheating, Miss Lita? We're gonna start with you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault, because you know I'm in the street.
No, it's okay.
You said, how do I feel about cheating?
So cheating being normalized, and cheating also an ups and downs of a relationship.
Cheating is a downhill slope, and in my books, once you cheat, boy, bye.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I think what people are getting confused is that if you and your partner are agreeing on something, then that's not cheating. Because y'all both know. Cheating, like cheating on a test, right? It's like the teacher doesn't know that you're just sitting there sneaking, looking at somebody's paper. You know, that's deceit. It's deceitful. It's a lie. So that part of it, if people are normalizing being lied to and getting cheated on, being deceived on, and that part being an up and down, more power to you. I can't do it. I would never consider cheating being up and down. Like, to me, that's just the deal breaker. Cheating is a deal breaker to me because you're deceitful. You lied. What else will you lie about? What else will you do? You done dipped up in somebody else, or in terms of maybe if it's a woman who did it, you done let somebody dip up in you. And it's like, you're supposed to be committed to somebody now unless y'all have an agreement. Unless y'all have an agreement that y'all can see other people and deal with other people. But cheating being normalized, like as in like women or men should just sit back and just go through it and be okay with it, absolutely not. I don't agree with that at all. But to each his own, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people got thicker skin for that type of thing. Not I, said the cat.
I'm dead. Adela, how do you feel about cheating?
Y'all gonna come for me, right? But I'm ready for this. So, I do feel like cheating is normalized, right? I agree with it. And I'm for it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm for it. Because let me tell you something. When you are with someone for more than, I could say, 3 years, right? You are with that person, you love them, you're affectionate, all that stuff. But when push comes to shove, sometimes you feel like things are not connecting and you don't know why. And you lean on somebody else thinking to make you feel better, right? And then, you know, basically that's like a comfort zone to yourself. For cheating, me personally, if I was to get cheated on, I would not be quick to leave. I want to know, okay, how did we get this far for you?
You're welcome.
How did we get far for you to like? It's like, how did we get to this point, or how did you get to this point to be with somebody? Like, how were you feeling? How did, like, basically, because person does not cheat for no reason. Always get that straight. A person does not cheat for no reason. So, like I said, for me, I'm not going to up and leave you. I want to know, get to the bottom of it. Like, okay, what is the reason? Like, I know I ain't the reason. Or if I am, let me know. But with cheating is just not sleeping with somebody else. Cheating could be anything too. Lying, being deceitful. It's just not being truthful to your partner. But I feel like it is a downfall to relationships because it's something that you have to work on. It's not something like, oh, I'm leaving you, you're done, we're done, you're cheating on me. Nah, I want to know why.
10 more seconds.
And okay, and if you feel like I did something to you for you to step out on us, let me know. I'm not saying that it's completely my fault, but what could we do? And if we agree on that, okay, we're gonna make it, better, we're gonna move on, let's do that. But if you're gonna repeatedly keep cheating on me, that's when I leave. But I am gonna give you a second chance. That's just me.
All right, Ozzy, we gonna talk about that? I had to write down some notes first when you was talking, but go ahead, Ozzy.
Cheating to me is just a no-go, right? And mainly because of the fact that, look, I could love you to death, whatever the case may be, but you've broken my trust at this point, right? And like the trust is gone. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder in a relationship, because if you cheated on me once, I don't know what's stopping you from doing it again, right? All right, whatever reason it may be, I feel like it could possibly happen again. And maybe that's just me being, with my guard up or whatever. But at the end of the day, you broke my trust, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I could love you, but it's over to me, I don't condone cheating at all. So if my partner cheats on me, no matter how much I love them and how much they love me, they could be sorry, and I get it, and I totally like if they tell me they're sorry, I would believe them, but that's not gonna change anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be sorry, but you still cheated on me. You could still love me, but you still cheated on me at the end of the day. So what my thing is, hey, look, it's just not going to work. If you're living together or something like that, and then we're going to have to figure out a situation where we can, I'm going to move out, or you're going to have to move out. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm not for cheating at all. I don't think it's a good thing. I think it damages people in a way that it's tough to recover from. And it's just a tough scenario, and especially if you stay in that environment, you could continue to get damaged, and I don't think it's healthy.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%, Ozzy. Now, some things, Adeline, that you did say, you said that things aren't connecting, so you're looking for somebody else to kind of fill that connection. Why a simple conversation can't come about between me and you if things aren't connecting? Why do you have to find somebody else to go and do it?
Okay, so say for example, you guys are in a rough patch in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you guys speak, it's always an argument. Like, you cannot get your point across. So it's like you're in side A, she's in side B. It's like you guys are not coming. Even if you guys want to talk about it, you have your own point of view, she has her point of view. And it's just like everything is just mashing up. Mm. So it's like you guys don't feel that, love and that energy you have. Like, you guys love each other, but it's just that connection isn't there. So it's like, for example, if you are married, right? You've been married for like 5 to 10 years, and things are just not moving in a sort of situation. Every time, like I said, you guys talk, it's not good. And you just don't feel that love and support from your partner. So it's like, you start entertaining people and everything, and they feel that void. But you have to understand, why are you entertaining people, right? Because that connection is not in my relationship. And even if you try to talk about it, at that moment, you guys are not seeing eye to eye. So you're going to think that, or the person's going to think whatever she or he's doing is okay because my partner's not loving me. He's not doing everything. And every time I try to explain something to him or explain something to her, they're just looking at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So my next question to you is, wouldn't you feel like then maybe y'all just not a match made for each other? Then because I get it, it's understandable to have one bad argument, right? I feel like everybody has arguments. Friends argue all the time. Mm-hmm. Khalid, do you have your hand up?
Yeah.
You want to talk?
Yeah.
All right, Gary, after me. I was trying to figure out like what's going on. Is she okay? But I just feel like people argue all the time. So if I don't think that one disagreement, one argument. And I'm not saying like argument, but like if you guys can't like talk to each other, then
right,
that's already a signal that the relationship is toxic. It's going to be a lot of poisonous things. Is gonna
right.
So then that's when that's my cue. If I can't talk to you, then that's my cue to just leave.
But one thing that I want to add on to what Ozzy said too, when he said that basically when someone cheats on you, you can't really go back to that stage. I mean, yes, some people are different. They can't go back to that stage. But if you're willing to make the relationship work, and that person who cheated on you said sorry, whatever, and he or she is making the effort to like change, I can't hold that against you because of a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one mistake.
But if you repeat it, it's a mistake though.
It kind of is, to me, to be honest with you. A relationship is not perfect. If you think you're going to be in a relationship and that person's not going to cheat on you, or not even wait.
Everybody don't cheat.
Wait.
Let me tell you something.
That's it right there.
No, when I say no. When I say cheat, like I said, cheating is just not sleeping with somebody else.
Right.
Just like trusting and this being dishonest, being disloyal. That's what I mean. But if you think that you're gonna jump into a relationship and things are just gonna be perfect, it's not. And the thing is, you have to let that person be able to grow. And if that person is, you're right, cheating is not a mistake. It's a decision. You made a decision to be with another person. But you have to understand, people, make choices that aren't the right choices. And you have to let that person grow and understand the choices that he or she made is not right. And if that person wants to fix that choice and be like, okay, I want you back. I'm sorry. Let's try to fix it. And he or she is showing you everything, and you're still holding that grudge against him, or that, he's going to do it again. Then your shit is not going to grow because you're still holding him accountable for what he did in the past or what she did in the past. If you really want your relationship to grow, you have to make sure you let each other grow, even with the mistakes you've done.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
So we're gonna come back to that. Hold on, wait, Ozzy.
Okay.
Kalita been wanting to say something for the longest time.
So like we touched on, like, there's many forms of cheating, and that's a fact. Mm-hmm. You could be talking to somebody, never do nothing with them, never even see them in real life, and y'all just keep building this emotional connection. Come on, we building this emotional connection with one another because communication is so strong and things like that. Or maybe you just going out hanging out with somebody, you got a crush, and now y'all keep hanging out at lunch and you feel those butterflies in your stomach, right? So obviously you're wandering at some point. So, cheating comes in many forms. And I feel like at the end of the day, no matter the scenario, it's loud in there, sis. I'm going to be right here. No matter the scenario, it all stems down to selfishness. And selfishness is not always necessarily negative. Sometimes you're in a relationship and everything is great, except certain aspects, right? So now you kind of wandering, and now you kind of finding that in somebody else. And so it's hard. Everybody is different. And so sometimes it's hard for you to want to just completely leave a situation and find someone else, right? So now you're wandering off. So that's a little bit of a form of cheating, and that's a form of selfishness. And this doesn't mean that it makes you a bad person, but you have a little bit of selfishness in you because you want what you want, and you're going to get it by any means. And that's the part that's like, for me, I would be like, okay, so now figure yourself out somewhere else. Mm-hmm. You don't have to, don't try to grow while you're here. Grow somewhere else on your own, and then you come back to me, and then we could be one. Until then, leave me the fuck alone, because I don't have time for that type of shit. That's me. But then it's some girls that I know, real quick, it's some girls that I know who might step out in a situation based on what's going on in that relationship at that time, and I won't feel bad for the guy. I won't, because I feel like, yes, my friend, you are being selfish because you're not leaving that person alone so you can do what you want to do, but I understand you. I understand where you're coming from. I don't agree, but I understand. So that's all. It's so many different degrees to cheating and infidelity. But for me personally, I'm not with the shits. I've been through it before, and never again will I ever allow myself to go through that because it doesn't feel good. But some people got tougher skin and they're able to do it. You know what I mean? So I think it just varies.
Yeah.
All right, so Isaac, what you wanted to say?
So, first I want to make it clear the comments that I made earlier. It's all I'm talking cheating in the sense of like the highest, right? Like sleeping with another person.
So you said what you said. Say what you said. That's it.
Yeah. No, but I want to make it clear, right? That's what I was talking about. I'm not talking about lying and whatnot. Obviously, lying people could work through because that's just between the two, right? When you add another third person into the mix, that's where it's an issue. That being said, a lot of people also cheat because maybe like they say, the relationship is really, really toxic and they probably just can't leave yet, or whatever the situation may be. Maybe they live with them or whatever, and they don't want to they do want to see someone else, but they can't leave this person because they could be homeless. There's a lot of different reasons, right? That being said, I feel like if you do want to grow as a person or whatever it is, don't do it while you're with someone else, because you could possibly be affecting them, hurting them, because you have to grow as a person. I would say don't even get in a relationship until you know what you want, right? If you're not sure what you want, then don't drag another person along with you, because at the end of the day, I feel like that, Carlita said, it is selfish. You know, you're only kind of thinking about yourself, and it's okay to think about yourself, but you also got to think about others after yourself. You know, it's not just think about number one. It's about think about number one, then think about number two. You know, it's not, so that's where I think the issue lies. But yeah, that was my, I just want to talk about that.
I don't know. Maybe like, okay. I was brought up a little bit different, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just can't relate to like the situations because how I see my parents. My parents been married 35 years, no infidelities included. You know what I'm saying? And I look at them and I look like, okay, that's how a marriage, that's how a relationship, a marriage or whatever is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all gonna have y'all moments where y'all get on each other's nerves. Yeah, you may say a lie or two, but that lie or two don't involve another person, just like what Ozzy said. You know what I'm saying? It's me and you to the end. Now, if you feel like we're lacking in something, you can definitely talk. You're like, I'm a talk. For me, I'm a talkable person. You could talk to me. You know what I'm saying? We could try to figure out a new solution to the problem. I feel like using the excuse of like, okay, yeah, I'm going out, to party, and then I'm finding somebody else, and then I'm seeing what I'm like, what me and my partner are lacking in. I'm gonna bring that and be like, listen, babe, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did see something in somebody else. Maybe we need to fix this. This is what we're missing. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Because if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm in a relationship with you. I'm not in a relationship with you, Jim, Tim, Harry, Carter, Steven, Sarah. I'm not in a relationship with all these people. I'm not.
Yeah.
Other people is.
Yeah.
The
also,
thing is, oh, go ahead, Ozzy, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's also a matter of compromise, right? I've noticed that a lot of people get in a relationship and they're like, I need to be right, but they never try to meet in the middle. And I feel like there's a lot of that in the relationship too. And I think that also could possibly lead to cheating because they're not getting exactly what they want. But you got to understand, you may not get exactly what you want. You might get close to it, but you got to also understand that it's two people. It's a two-way street,
Or they don't
Anyway.
know how to voice that.
And the thing, and also what I want to say is, right, when you're cheating in a relationship is one thing, but when you're cheating in a marriage is another. Because a marriage is basically you two coming together and upscaling your relationship, meaning that now you guys want to be together 24/7, you want to have a marriage, and you want to have a family. So the thing is, if you get cheated on in a relationship, you good to go. Like, we not entwined, we ain't signed no papers. I'm out, you out, we good. That's how. I just want to make that clear. But if you cheat on a marriage, it's different because now you made an oath to God, for better or for worse. So it's like it's not as easy as just quick and like, oh, I'm leaving you. Oh, boom, I'm done. No, because the thing is, like, you have to make it work. And if you can make it work in a marriage, you can also make it work in a relationship if that relationship is worth fighting for. But if you feel like both of you can't come together and say your piece and grow, then that's when I feel like you could bounce. But for like just to say what I was saying earlier, if I got cheated on, of course I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be throwing shit, fucking you, tasing you, all that, coming for you. But it's like I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years, so God forbid this forever what happened to us. I can't be ready and up and leave. Of course I'm gonna be upset. Of course I'm gonna be mad. And what Carlita said, it's always selfishness. You put yourself first to be with that other person. But when people say, "Oh, I'm done, I'm quit to leave," you really, like, physically you could go, but mentally you can't, because you've been with that person for so long. And the thing is, people are like, "Oh, I know a lot of people that have been cheated on, and they were so quick to leave their relationship that they brought that baggage with them to their new relationship and end up fucking up that new relationship." It's like,
go ahead. Finish.
So basically, it's like, all I'm saying is, if you've been with a person for so long, 5+ years, don't be so quick to leave. And the thing is, if you feel like he made a mistake or he made a decision being selfish, if you feel like you couldn't grow and not hold this over his head, then so be it. But if you feel like deep down inside that you can't be with a person like that, then leave. That's just my opinion.
And I get what you're saying, like 5, but for me, like that time frame, you should not even be stepping out of nothing, for the simple fact that we made it that far and that long.
Bruh, you'd be surprised.
And then it's just like, if you did that, all loyalty is off. Like, you just crossed me. Like, it's like, how can I sit over here and say that, oh, I'm loyal to you, but then I backstab you, and then I'm coming back saying I'm gonna be loyal again? Oh yeah, just give me another chance. No. Like, what do you
But that's the thing. You need, so the thing is, right? Y'all got, in the way I'm seeing it is like, in this generation, y'all think relationships are perfect. Of course, relationships are not perfect. People are going to make mistakes, and it's going to hurt you at the end, of course, or in the beginning. It's gonna hurt you. But if you feel like, this relationship gotta have this, he can't cheat, he can't lie to me, he can't, then you better just become a nun and stick with God.
No, okay.
Because,
No, I'm not mentioning about lying. So, okay, lying. Okay, so better yet. When you are about to get into a relationship, I think these conversations are needed to have. Okay, what is your definition of cheating? Right? What is your definition? I'll give you my definition, and then we learn to what to cross and what not to cross. Is that fair? So before me and you act like get into something, we're gonna sit down. What is your definition of cheating?
Listen, we could sit down and talk about this, but 3, 4, 5 years down the line, that talk might be out the fucking window.
That talk will not be out the window. We had that conversation.
No,
that's the thing. People, I agree.
No.
People do change. People
right,
change.
They change. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, listen, people change. The talk that we had in that table, whatever table we was talking in, do not exist anymore if you fucking with me, bro. Like, that table is gonna be out the window.
So I do want to
change.
Yeah, exactly. So I do understand that. So the thing is this, right? I feel like people's mindset change a lot, right? Up to the point. And I'm not normalizing cheating yet. This is me just talking about mindset, right?
Right.
Because the thing is, let's just say 2 years ago, I may have said something to you, Juwan, right? Like, that one time with the fries, I was like, don't touch my, but now I'm okay with sharing my fries. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
got mad at me because I wanted some of his French fries and I took one.
Nah. I was like, nobody touched my food, and they touched my food. That was not okay.
Okay, I could have brought another one.
That was disrespectful to me, bro. No, I'm just kidding. But that's my thing, right? So, but like now I'm just like, you can have all the fucking fries you want, bro. I don't give a shit. But like my mindset changed, right? As a person, I've changed and evolved and grown, right? I get that bit. That being said, when I talk about cheating, I'm talking the max of the max cheating. I'm not talking lying, because sure, you've been deceived, yada, yada, and that's something to work out between you. That's something I'm willing to work out. But I'm talking like cheating, like having sex with another person, right? Like that's like my mindset when I think of cheating. And that, I'm like, nah, fam, that ain't it.
So, let me ask you a question, Ozzy. Mm-hmm. So, say you get married and whatever the case may be, and later on in the line, your wife cheats on you. You're just gonna be up and leave her. After you just took an oath.
It's interesting you said that. I don't plan on getting married.
See how he said that now? Okay, so wait, hold on for it. You see how you say that now? Because he said in the last video, I would never get married. You see how you said that now? Oh yeah, mindset's changed. Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, I mean it's true. It's true. See, that's the thing. Right now in my head, that's not there, right? But let's just say, so if I'm married, and that person does cheat on me, well, we're definitely gonna have to figure something out because this is not it. This is not it. Because my thing is, it's a trust thing, right? Like if my trust is broken, that is not like it's so hard. It's like difficult to come back, right? For one thing is you just went ahead and let's just say said you didn't have what I needed in a relationship, so I found it this place, and now you're coming back to me after you found whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it makes no sense because if I still don't have what you were looking for, right? Technically, why are you back, right? So my mindset doesn't make sense.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. Technically, right? I feel like cheating is a lesson, right? Because let me tell you something. It's a teaching lesson. Because remember that phrase, the grass is not always greener on the other side. Mm-hmm. It's not always greener on the other side. But the thing is, when you're with a person, that person feel like you not matching up to their standard or whatever the case may be, and you want to cheat, then they go and they, do their little thing, and and they come back and be like, babe, it wasn't worth it. That's when it's like, okay, you learned your lesson, but the thing is, it's like I'm not quick to take you back. I understand why you did it, but I'm not quick to take you back. But I am gonna take you back, but I'm not quick to take you back because your lesson is still still pending.
Can I say something though?
Go ahead.
Because we're talking about the person that's going out and doing this action, right? You sat there and you chose me, right? Mm-hmm. You sat there and you chose to be with me, correct? We both sat there and we said with each other, we was like, hey, we're gonna be together forever, right? Okay, cool, copy. All right, yeah, you changed your mindset, cool. So later down the line, when you're going out and you're doing your dirt, you don't think that I'm gonna sit over here and question everything?
Hey guys, just very loud in my background. I'm still here.
Oh no, I know you're still here, Lita. You just let me know whenever you're ready to talk. I think you could do that little raise hand thingy. But you don't think that other person is going to start to question themselves, like everything. You don't think that person is going to feel a lot more insecure. You don't think that person is going to sit over here and want to know where you're doing 24.
Right. And that's the thing. And that's the thing, right? It's one. All right. Let me make my statement very clear.
Okay. You're talking about go ahead.
Okay. So if you're cheating, right? If a person is cheating on you or you're doing the cheating, right? The thing is, if you know what you're doing is wrong and you still do it, it's a problem. Because some people feel like, let's get it clear, some people that cheat in their right mind think that they're not doing nothing wrong.
You think it's justified, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? So like literally, I've seen some people that really had sex with another person and be like, nah, my girl don't give a fuck. How you know? Your girl don't even know. Your girl does not know.
I want to know the names of these people that you know who do this.
Most girls don't give a fuck. Yeah, your girl give a fuck.
So the thing is, listen. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if a person knows that after he finished cheating, he feels bad about it, and he's like, okay, damn, I just fucked up this relationship with me and my girl, or with me and my guy. I still have to come clean and tell him. Mm-hmm. Okay, come clean and tell him. Person is heartbroken, lashing out, all that shit. In their mind, the thing is, like I said, you have to make sure you want that relationship to work, because there's always going to be fuck ups throughout the road. If that person is constantly showing you everything he's doing, like, okay, I want this to work, like he's giving you all the good breed, everything, you gotta really like I said before, don't hold that against him or her. Like, he made a mistake, you trust him. It's gonna take you time to trust him. But if he's showing you like he's not fucking up, he's not doing all this shit, I'm not saying to quickly believe him, but quickly give him a chance.
I don't know if I can down with that.
Like, I could do that. Me, period. I could do that. I
swear to God, like, Adela, I'm really trying to understand. Like, I'm really trying to sit down here and understand. But every single time you say something like that, like, you're like, you know, that
me,
like, to take them back, and then I get it.
I'm not saying, like, listen, I'm not telling you guys to take him back quickly.
But see, the thing that I'm trying to say is, like, you went out and you did it. Like, what that person should not, if that person genuinely likes you and genuinely wants to make this work, they should have never stepped out in the first place. Because if they feel like they're not, but I'm saying, like, see, okay, so for me, the ups and downs of a relationship is like, okay, you lied about taking a card and you brought something that you wasn't supposed to buy, knowing that we supposed to save up. That to me is that is like an up and down. I don't feel like you involving yourself with another person, whether if it's emotionally talking or whatever the case may be, is an up and down, for the simple fact that if you say that you want to be with me, then be with me. Like, if you want to be with somebody else and do what you're doing, go ahead and do what you're doing. I was trying to add Adeline back in because she calls me.
Damn, bro.
Adeline, I now know that I will just sit over here and I will just send you the thingy. Right
Yo,
away.
Yes.
I miss my long hair. Look at it.
I see you have the long hair in the
Nah, it's cool. I like the short too. You know, I've been playing basketball a little bit, and that thing is it gets in the way. This is fine. No, seriously, man, my hair tie broke. I was playing, and my hair tie just broke, and now I got hair all over my face and can't see anything.
I like the short hairstyle. You feel me? Like the waves coming in. You see the light in it. You feel me? Like, okay, don't do it. All right,
back to the top.
So, we're gonna continue this topic, or were you like Adeline?
I think we finished.
Yeah, I feel like we've all made our point. Everybody got a different opinion.
You wanted to beef with me real quick. I didn't know. So we're gonna move on to the stigma of tall versus short. Tall means aggressive in women, and short means sexy in a female. And tall for men means you're masculine and you're tough and you're sexy. And for short for men means that you are a bad bitch.
Bad bitch? What kind? Like bad bitch for men?
That's what I saw on Facebook. Literally.
No, wait. Short men as in bad, as in literally bad, or like you a hoe?
No,
like you a bad bitch. Like, oh, that person's bad.
What I saw on Facebook was this one girl.
Ozzy is a fucking fool.
Like, what I see on Facebook was this said men that are shorter than 5. I think she said 5'6" or 5'7".
Okay.
Are like, don't talk to me, sis, or some shit. Like, you're a bad bitch. Like, I was like, really? That's how you feel?
I never heard that before.
I did, like, I heard of it. That's why I put this up here, because I'm short. I'm 5'5".
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. The stigma in terms of women, I've never thought of like. Actually, can I go first? Okay.
Yo, I killed me.
So the thing is, I've never thought of like a tall woman as aggressive. That's the first time I'm hearing it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never been like, yo, this girl's tall. She aggressive as fuck, But and same thing with short. I have seen people go, oh, that short girl's cute, but I personally have never thought the height mattered when it came down to a woman. If she's tall, great. If she's short, great. I don't give a fuck, dude. So I never thought of it. Men, I've seen it where, like, even like on Tinder and shit, they're like, yo, if you're not at least 6 feet, don't talk to me. Swipe left. I've seen that, and I didn't know that it was a bad bitch for men. I never knew what it meant for men's side when they were short, but I know that I've seen women be like, yo, you gotta be tall if you want to date me. I seen that.
They did call me a sis. I felt all different types of ways. Adelaide Lise.
To be honest, like what Ivy said, I didn't know like women were really aggressive when they're tall. Like, I mean, no, I'm lying, because when it was a situation when Megan Stallion when she had gotten shot, and they were like, oh, the reason why Tory Lanez probably shot her was because she got real aggressive. I was like,
shit.
I mean,
damn.
That's kind of funny to me, because is she aggressive because she's taller than him, or he's just
she's
short?
taller than him?
Yeah,
Yeah, because Tory Lanez is 5'2".
Yeah,
so basically, when it comes to these type of stereotypes, like I don't really understand it, but I do understand when it comes to a guy's point of view. Like, I always used to tell some, like, no, when I was in high school, the shortest I ever dated was 5'4", to be honest. Right. So 5'4". So basically, and the thing is, me personally, I don't look at height. Like, if you good looking, and you got a bomb ass personality, you're fine for me. But I never be like, oh yeah, you're mad short. Nah, I mean, so okay, and
yeah.
See, I give you a chance.
I appreciate women like you, Adelaide. I really do. Kalita, what's your feelings on this?
I ain't never discriminate against no nigga for his height, because them short ones be packing poo. Let me tell you, they don't be fucking around. I don't give a goddamn short, tall, you know what I'm saying? All is welcome. Not now, because I'm taking it. But I think that tall women being deemed as more aggressive and shorter women being deemed as cutesy sexy versus short men being deemed as whack and tall men being deemed as sexy. I think that's just the double standard shit with society. Like, some things are okay for men and some aren't. But tall women, in my opinion, are some of the sexiest beings walking the planet. I think it's so lit to have long legs. I wish I had long legs. I wish I was like 5'10" or taller. I'm not even gonna hold you, because I think
hell no.
I do. That's fire. There's nothing wrong with a tall woman. It is what it is. She's tall. She's lengthy. It's just a taller ride to climb. It's just a taller glass of water to drink from. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with a man being short neither. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, it's just what it is. You can't control that. That's how you was born. Like, what the fuck? Like,
the thing is, I used to wish to be taller.
I feel like society be making the most out of nothing. Like, God damn.
look. Every Jawad is in society. He fit in the 5'5".
That's why I had to bring this in, because shit, I'm 5'5", ain't that damn tall, and I get called short. I'm average height.
Yeah, see, I'm weak, bro. It's funny that you said
taller than me.
It's funny how you say yes. I'm average. I have a friend who I remember one time was like, "Oh, you short," but they're not really short. They're shorter to me, because I'm taller than her, So that's when I'm like, "Oh, you're short," because that's just how I didn't mean to call her short, and she got tight. She's like, "I'm average. I'm 5'6". I'm like, "Oh, my bad. I wasn't trying to come off that way. I was just trying to say like I'm just dumb tall. Like I've hit like I'm not even that tall. I'm like 6 feet. It's nothing crazy, But I've hit like the side of the bus. I keep hitting my head on it sometimes, and I never learned. Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Nah.
How tall are you, Adeline?
5'2".
Oh,
Oh, you was a little old thing.
well, let me not say like I wasn't standing like this to her.
First of all, you're right with me, Jawan. Okay, you're the bad bitch category. Bad bitch category. We're in bad bitches category.
I ain't no bad bitch.
I'm mad. Hold on. How tall are you, Carlita? You like what, 5'7"?
About with sneakers on I am, but I tell people I'm 5'7", period. I'm 5'7" in my mind.
The thing is, everybody's taller than me. My mother's taller than me. Well, no, me and my mother's the same height. Let me not say that. We are the same height.
My mom is tall. My mom is 5'10". That's probably why I find tall women attractive.
But yeah, I don't understand the whole. I don't understand the whole tall and short thing. I mean, some people, sure, you got a preference or whatever, but over height. What if like somebody short come in and now you all fall in love with that person? All of a sudden, your preference.
That's what I'm saying.
Window, you know, like
that's what I'm saying.
You're not even doing.
I feel like my fault. I'm sorry that I had to get up and leave real quick. The liquor lady was trying to make a problem with something. But anyway, so I feel like this, right?
How you gonna call your mother the liquor lady?
No, I'm not the actual liquor
I'm
lady.
crying.
Oh.
Yeah, she said to myself,
like
she was like, oh, like who do you think this is? Is this Juwan's or my mom's name? And I'm like, obviously, we got the same last name. Don't let me curse you out because you're not supposed to be doing all this. Just give me my liquor and then go on about your business. But anyway,
I'm crying.
I feel like what's the problem if you're a guy that's 5'6" and below? What's the problem if you're a girl and you're 6 feet to 7 foot? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's an issue. Honestly, I just think that there's uniqueness all around being human. You know what I'm saying? Human beings are unique. We're different for a reason. We're not all meant to be the same. You feel me? I love being different from everybody else. Reasons being is because nobody can do what I can do. And that's just so very, you feel me? So I like being 5'5" because, you know, tall people they can't run faster than me back in the day.
Nah, for real.
Not anymore.
I can't lie.
Not anymore.
Jawan, you was, when it was field day back in junior high school, you was out.
You used to be out, right?
Gone.
So, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel like women in general who are 6 foot or whatever, they're beautiful. Now, my one friend, she might try to sit over and comment something underneath talking about I call her an Amazon, but I call her an Amazon because she tried to come at me.
You called your friend an Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Isn't that like
and nothing wrong with the Amazon? That's a compliment. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like,
you know what I'm saying? See, you can check it out. It's one of the old episodes of The Mesh.
I'm weak.
Amazon is a compliment.
Tell her that.
I feel like this height shit's cap. It's just people capping, bro. At the end of the day, you know, if you fall in love with some dude that's short or a girl that's tall or whatever the case may be, that's the end of it. You're not gonna be like, nah, she tall.
For
bro.
example, look at Kevin Hart and what's her name? Erica? What's her name? What's his wife?
Nico.
That girl, tall boy.
And he's short. And they got kids together.
He's my height. He's 5'2".
Legit.
She's like 5'8", 5'9".
He tippy toes.
That.
Bro, nah.
I thought she was just taller than him. I didn't know she was that tall.
I think it's cap.
Like,
yeah.
Up there.
So we gonna move on to infamous time.
Wow.
We'll move on to infamous topic. I learned not to talk too fast. This has been going on all over Facebook.
What?
Who comes first? A wife or now I want to take the store on this one.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like a wife should definitely come first over a mother.
Oh,
Do you want to know why I feel that way for all the men that's out there that's putting their moms first? Your mom's got a husband.
Your mother.
She is first already in somebody else's life. She should not be first in your life. Your wife should be first in your life for the simple fact your wife is going to be a mother one day, and then that, you know, when you guys have kids and things like that, they ain't gonna put your mama first because you gonna be putting her first. You know, you buying her the gifts and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You treating her like the queen. She's a queen in your book. And then that's all I gotta say.
I got a question. All right. So that situation, because I know this. I'm assuming this originated from that thing with the car,
That
right?
video, yeah, with the car, and she was cursing.
So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I'm just gonna let's just say if the wife is in the wrong. Let's just say your wife is in the wrong, and your mother's in the right. Whose side is gonna take in that scenario? I'm not comparing that to I'm just saying that overall in general.
I mean, it's very simple. You just pull your wife aside, yo, babe, come over here. You were wrong in that situation. You know, so you correct her in private, defend her in public. That's
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely get that. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I get it.
All right, Khalida, what do you feel?
Yeah, the wife comes first. You ain't fucking your moms. Your wife comes first. Like, your parents done already gave you away. Now, that whole little skit thing that happened, that was, that little video of the car, that was a skit. That wasn't even real. But the topic keeps reoccurring. I've seen that topic many times over the years. Like, who comes first, the parent or the spouse? And the spouse comes first in a lot of scenarios. Like, they do, just period. Now, in that specific scenario with the car, I mean, me as a wife, if my fucking mother-in-law is in the front seat, what I'm going to do? Tell my mother-in-law to get out the chair so I can get in the seat? No. You know what I mean? But overall, like, in terms of just, like, certain decision-making, maybe the spouse and the parent is at odds. Whose side are you going to take depending on the scenario? Because at the end of the day, you got to go back home with your spouse and lay down in the bed with your spouse. That's who you're married to. That's who you're with. So they come first most times, like, period. Majority of the time. Your spouse is going to come first. And any parent who does not see their child as their man or their girl, because a lot of parents do see that, like women specifically are infamous for that. Like, their son is their man. No, that's not your man. He's not taking care of you. You took care of him. Like, and now he's old enough to move on. Any parent who wants to see their child flourish in their relationship is going to take a back seat regardless, figuratively and literally. They're going to take a back seat regardless because they're going to want their child to be able to flourish and grow in their relationship. I can't fucking wait for Jaden to get married. You shit me? Take him, sis, because he's been bugging me my whole life. Take this little... Take him already. I'm done. I'm tired of this. But yeah, so I think the spouse should come first in majority of scenarios.
That's a fact. And, I found that funny that you said take your son away, because that's what my parents want for somebody to do.
Yeah, go. Take him out.
I'm like, get him out the damn house, please.
Yes, I can't wait. What? Take him home, please. I love you.
Weak.
Thank you.
I agree with each and every one of you guys. Me, I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years. We already said we're gonna get married, and he already know I come first. Even in a relationship, I come first. And the thing is, it's like, I'm not trying to be like, up there, but I'm up there. I do come first. And basically it's like it's certain situations where I also like seen in person where couples are married and it be like strictly mama boys that still put their mother first. I'm like, yo, I'm so grateful that my man is not a mama's boy. Like I thank God for that, because I would have been out. I'm like, nah, I can't do this. And it's like what Carlita said and what Ozzy said. I come first. Like, I'm with you. I'm laying up with you. Like, your mother, like, I'm not saying that, you should not love your mother, whatever, but at the end of the day, you put this ring on this finger. We here together. Where you going? No, like, I come first. Like, that's it.
All right. Was there your thoughts? Because you just asked the question. You didn't give a thought.
Yeah. So it's definitely tough one for me. Obviously, you have to, your significant other does come first for the most part, right? Like, but I'm just thinking about a situation where what if your significant other is in the wrong, right? And I try to be fair in most situations and try to be fair in all situations, try to do what's right. And in that case, if the person isn't wrong, I'm not going to be like, yo, I'm siding with my mom, but I will try to calm them down. Like you said, right? Put them to the side, be like, hey, I think you're in the wrong here, this and that, right? I even remember doing a monologue on this where, quote unquote, I'm arguing with the fiance, and she's like, why would you save your mother from drowning when you could save me from drowning, right? And it's a tough situation. And honestly, I mean, that monologue was kind of funny because bitch, you can swim, she can't, so obviously I'm gonna save her, but Yeah, but it's definitely a very tough situation because who do you pick, right? Because the person who brought you in life to carry you all your life, or your significant other, that your future, your past or your future, right? I do think the significant other should come first when it comes down to for your most decisions, because at the end of the day, that is how your life is going to reflect onto the future. um you should always also have your mother in the back of your head, just in case, because my mom is in a situation where she doesn't have somebody to look after her, so I do need to constantly have that in my back of my head, where I also do look after her, because she's not going to be able to look after herself all her life, and
Right.
yeah, so I do have that in the back of my head, where I do have to look after my mom eventually down the road, but also be with the significant other that I am, so it's like a very tug of war situation.
And then to also bring that into play, ladies, because there are certain situations where a lot of mothers don't have necessarily a husband or a significant other. So my question to y'all, you and Lita, Adelaide and Lita, is, say that the mother isn't number one in somebody else's life. Well, how would y'all feel? Like what Ozzy said, the scenario that he just gave. It's like, my mom can't take care of herself for the rest of her life. She's gonna be in the.
First of all, it ain't my fault your mother never got married, or your mother don't got a significant other. That's her problem. Like, the fuck, and like, live your life. But I'm not saying.
Oh my God!
Hey, that was so heartless.
No, but like, wait. Oh my gosh,
You gotta brush that up, clean that up right now.
I'm not cleaning shit up. I'm letting it sit right there. But I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If you need to be taken care of, I'm not gonna stop my husband from taking care of his mother. That's fucked up. Right. But like Carlita said, some women be thinking, oh, since they didn't have a husband or a boyfriend in their life or whatever the case may be, that child is not my husband. Bitch, no. That's my husband. And back the fuck up and finish your shit. It's not my fault you ain't never got a ring put on it. Back the fuck up. Back.
So I will say that up to the it can't be too extreme, right? So like they said, right, they start thinking that they're husband, but at the end of the day, you got to know that is not your husband,
right?
Because I have seen mothers try to take over the marriage, like they control it, and I don't think that's cool. I'm like, all right, you got to keep your distance. You got to understand this is my life. I got to live it, You're not controlling this. You're not controlling the marriage. Me and my significant other are controlling the marriage or the relationship, You don't get a say in it because this is my life, You can't control my life, So I'll take care of you when you need taken care of. I'll take care of you.
You got an ice pop, sis?
But yeah.
And Lita, you good to answer the question?
Okay, so in that scenario, like in the event if the mom is like, how can you say, disabled or sick or whatever, and she needs her child there, it's nothing you can really do about that. It's like, what can I do?
It's called a nursing home.
No, hell no. I would never want to for his mother. They beat on the older people in the nursing home. No.
They don't be taking care of them over there.
Yeah, they
be beating on them. I would never tell him to do something like that. I feel like something like that now is up to you. Now it's up to you. That's what you want for your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you really want to stick around for that? Because if not, then you just keep it moving. Like, don't waste somebody's time. You know what I'm saying?
That order.
So I mean, does this go both ways? By the way,
you sure do.
What if?
Have we heard of scenarios where the daughter was ever number one in? I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. The father was ever number one in a daughter's life?
Hell no.
Wait. What? Was there ever what?
Ever a time where the father in the daughter's life, right? The father was ever number one in the daughter's life over her husband.
No.
I've never heard that situation.
I've never even heard of a father wanting her to do that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why it's like, way around it wouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I wasn't thinking more father. I was just thinking another mother. You know, the woman's your.
Them girls be wanting to get out their mama's house anyway.
Hey,
they don't want to be with their mama.
I've seen people that have been so close to their mothers. You know, like females. You know, other girls that are close to their mother. You know, and they sometimes do put their mother over significant other, right? Because they were like, my mother's been taking care of me all my life. She's been around, and I've seen that. You know. I don't blame them for it, you know. Hey, live your life how you want to live it, but it's probably not gonna work out. You know, it is what it is.
Just for like.
Oh wait, can I say something? Can I say something though? The thing is, with me, I'm very close with my mom. Me and my mother are best friends, but there's a limit to it. You feel me? Like you're not gonna live with me with my husband.
Exactly. Yeah.
No. You can visit. You can spend the weekend.
Yeah.
But you're not living with me. You got 2 other kids. But no, but if it was like, let's get this straight. If it was to a point where it was a situation where she had to live with me, of course, for all means. But I will always speak to my significant other first. Like, yo, my mother's in a bad situation, this and that third. But the thing is, you could be close to your mother, but your mother don't have to know anything and everything that's going on in your marriage.
Yeah, 100%.
Or your life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm like all for somebody, you know, taking care of their mother or loving their mother, you know, to the point. Obviously, there needs to be a balance, right? You know, that's what it is. That's where this the topic came in when it comes down to it. There needs to be a balance, right? You can't just put your mother over everything when your wife is just there, you know, eating the crumbs while you feed your mother the bread, you know?
That's the thing, like my mama been feeding me bread, so why can't I feed her bread? Let me stop. No, but
I get that.
just, you know what I'm saying, but it's just more so like
share the bread.
Say this last point and then we gonna move on. It's more so like, again, I'm gonna just say this again. You know, your mama, she got a husband, she got a boyfriend. She's number one to somebody else already. So my mama know that she won't be number one. She know that already. She already got that plan in her head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My father right there. So fellas, it's okay to love your woman. We gonna move on to, I'm gonna switch these two, but we gonna move on to the Megan, the Stallions, the Cardi B's, and the song that they came out with. And is Lita frozen? Lita? Okay, so Adeline. This song came out and a lot of people kind of have a problem with, okay, Lita. Unmute yourself.
I was trying to press unmute and my finger kept slipping.
I'm weak.
No, I was saying we was getting on to the Megan, the Cardi B, the WAP song, right?
And
you said that people kind of had a problem with Megan Thee Stallion doing a song with Cardi B.
Yes.
And then that people also didn't like Kylie Jenner to be on there either.
Correct.
So I want to know, what are your thoughts, your viewings, and your opinions?
Okay. Well, first of all, in terms of her doing the song with Cardi, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so fucking what? She did a song with Nick. She did a song. It's music. I don't give a fuck. Make music. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just make something we could bop to, because I thought the shit was lackluster as fuck. Megan did her thing, but I was expecting more from Cardi because we ain't hear from her in about almost a year. That's just that on that. I don't care how the barbs. I'm a barb myself, but I'm one of the barbs that got sense. Like, and I don't care that she did a song with Cardi B. I don't believe that she owes any loyalty to anybody in the industry. I believe that she should just make the music and keep it moving. Hold on.
No, it's okay. So we're gonna go on to
and then Kylie. Kylie being in the video. I feel like Normani could have stole that whole little shine. I don't see the point, because or even what's her name? What's the girl name that used to be friends with Kyla? No, what's the girl name that used to be friends with Kylie? Jordan could have, because as far as I know, Jordan was her friend. Jordan was Megan's friend too, and then all of a sudden she started hanging out with Kylie. That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously Megan, there is no loyalty with Megan, right? So we don't care who she do the music or who she hang out with, whatever. But I just feel like when it came to that little, what would you call that? Like that main attraction kind of thing. Why my good sis Normani couldn't do that? My chocolate, black, melanated sis with the dancing skills, to the fucking T, okay? That bitch be out here looking like Beyonce dancing. And she had that one little ass snippet. Why was Kylie there? Why? And on top of that, I just feel like it was a lot of like esoterical symbolism throughout that whole video. But that's a whole nother topic. I don't care for what the public thinks about the fact that she did a song with Cardi. I don't care. I don't even care no more. Like shit like that, I just be letting it fly over my head. I just want the music, the material, and that's it. Because what do we know of Megan? All we know of Megan is that she always wants to get along, right? Mm-hmm. So she's not about to sit here and be like, I'm only look. Now don't get me wrong, Megan made a fool of herself. Because when she was sitting up on live with Nick, oh, bombs, fuck out of here, Nikki, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, Cardi. So it is kind of funny, but I don't care. Like, it is what it is.
Adeline, what are your thoughts about this?
The thing is, nobody has loyal to anyone. You could do whatever you want. I don't pay your bills, you don't pay mine. And the thing is with Megan, we all know Megan wants to get along. Why, even though Cardi B and Nicki Minaj had beef, that ain't got shit to do with her. She just here to make good music and get paid. So it's like my beef. First of all, I wasn't even around when y'all had beef. I just literally came up 2018, ending of 2018, going 2019. So it's like that shit don't like. Yes, the whole world knew about that situation, but that shit don't got nothing to do with me. I'm just here to make music and do whatever the case may be. So the second thing with the Kylie situation, me personally, I don't know why she was in there. That I just don't know. Like me personally, like she looked good. Don't get me wrong, she looked phenomenal. But I don't understand. Like she just walked into a closet and never came back. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, you know how everybody else was dancing and shit?
Yeah.
It's like she just walked into that leopard closet and just never returned. So I'm like, what was the point of that shit?
Symbolism?
Because remember, when you watch the video, it was like it was basically Megan and Cardi B looking in through the doors to see, you know, the girls dancing and all that. And she just she just opened the door and then did come out. She didn't dance. She didn't do this. She didn't do shit. She just walked in the closet. But it's like I just don't see my purpose. And people will say it was woman empowerment. Okay, I get it was. I don't get how it was woman empowerment. To be honest, it was like okay, there was a bunch of ladies.
That's bullshit.
Now it was a bunch of ladies dancing, whatever. But it was just like okay. I think the reason why they wanted Kylie there was to the fan base and more views and shit. But I don't understand why she was there. And yeah, and the thing is, I got nothing to say.
Wait, real quick. You know what I noticed too? Nikki is petty because ever since the buzz even started that Megan Cardi was doing a song, not once did she reach out to Megan and wish her well.
No, she did. No, she did.
When?
She did.
When?
On Shade Room. I think it was. Let me be correct. I think it was Wednesday, and they had like a whole interview, and then they asked Nikki about the whole situation. I don't know. They asked her specifically about it. Well, that's it. 11 seconds. Okay. They asked Nikki about it, and she was like, she don't have no issue. Like that's her life. That's her business. And she was like, she was really proud of Megan. She's going to school. She's trying to finish college and all that shit. So she ain't say nothing bad about it.
Now, once did we see Nikki come out and wish Megan well, wishes on getting better from her injuries? Nothing. None of the sort. And neither did we see Megan congrats Nick on the baby. You know what I mean? So it was little subtle shit like that.
But wait, pause. But no, just because we don't see it doesn't mean that it was.
I ain't said it didn't happen. I said we didn't see it, but at the same time, it does matter because these are two people who announce everything. She announced Rihanna. She announced
not everything.
They do announce everything, though.
I'm saying, but not everything should be announced. Like the same thing.
But they announce everything, though.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Wait.
Ladies, we need order in the court. Hold on.
Let me ask a question. Why do we know that Rihanna sent her that Savage Fenty package? Why do we know Beyonce sent her something? Why do we know Lizzo sent her something?
Well, wait. What if she didn't send anything? What if she
That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making.
What if Nikki called her personally like, yo, I can't record mute. You calling me?
I guarantee you we would have heard about it. Guaranteed. Because we heard about everything
all
else.
I'm saying is
We heard about everything else.
a lot of people.
All right.
A lot of people. Wait. A
You
lot
gotta
of
pay
people.
attention to little subtle shit like that.
No.
Little subtle shit like that speak volumes.
But we don't gotta see everything. We don't gotta see everything.
We don't, but we do. You feel me?
Okay. So what it sound like, people ain't shown public figures just ain't being as public. That's just what I feel like I'm getting from this.
But not everything gotta be public.
And I get that.
It don't have to be. You're right. But it is though. You feel me? Like that's just what it be.
But her life, the thing is, it took her 2 weeks just to even come up to live and tell her she's been shot and whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is, we don't know if Nicki called her throughout that time she was taking a break from social media. We don't know who else called her.
We would have heard about it. That's a fact.
No, because let me tell you something.
We heard about Beyonce. We heard about
Wisdow. We heard about she said that. They said that after. They said that after.
Hey, I said that this was the last. I didn't want to do this. I did not want to do this. You made me do this. Okay? I didn't want to do it. All right.
You muted? Oh, damn.
I muted them. I had to mute them.
I
had to mute. Unmute.
I'm crying.
Now listen. Okay.
I'm unmuted.
All right. So we just gonna get into Ozzy's thoughts on this, and we're gonna move on to the next topic.
All right. As far as the beef between Cardi and Nicki, Megan got nothing to do with it. If she's trying to make paper, make paper. I live your life, you know? I agree with Adeline for that, you know, because that's y'all beef. Don't put me in it. I'm here to rap, you know, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna make music, and I'm out, right? And on top of that, the whole thing with so somebody said women empowerment. I don't think that's the case because
that was bullshit.
The background, it says there's some hoes in this house. I don't know how you're gonna call in the background the music saying there's some hoes in this house and empower them at the same time. That's what I was watching the music video, and that's all. It's on repeat in the back.
It's a hoes in the house.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah. So that's definitely not it. But so there could be multiple reasons why Kylie was there. I don't get it either. For one, she doesn't make music like that or ever, right? I don't think she's really make music.
No, she did. Sorry, that Sunshine shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You made one song. You're a musician now. Come on now.
Everybody else that was in there, from as far as I could tell, has done some kind, or at least did something. Just didn't walk, you know.
Talent.
There were some of them that make music.
Say it, talent. They had talent.
Sure, talent. But I'm trying to say that they're musicians. You know, they're actual, well-known music. So it makes sense they make cameo in the music video, right? Because if anything, they're making music. I don't know what Kylie's doing. It could be symbolism, like, yo, Kylie trying to get in the house, like she got the room, she got the house, and she's trying to get in the house. She's trying to get into music. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they're trying to say something like that. I'm not really sure, but
want to do everything black people do.
Until something goes down from her end, that shit is completely pointless, right? Like, you could delete that part of the video and the song will still be the same.
I told you she went in the room and never came out.
As the music video says, she's another hole in the house, bro.
She said, look, she walked, she like this, and then she looked back and it never came back.
You hear what he said? He said y'all could delete that part in the video.
And it will still be the same.
It will. Put no money there. Let my sis show out.
Or you could literally make that video standalone and people be like, what's happening here? Like, it would have nothing to do with the... But maybe she's just another hoe in the house now, Like,
but let me tell you something.
That's what the video says. I'm not calling her a hoe. That's what the video says.
There's a hoe in the house, but all the hoes were dancing. The hoe was not dancing. She was walking.
She was getting in the house. She was getting her to a room,
I got a quick question, but we will definitely I'll definitely ask the question when we get back. So we're back. Hey.
That's sad, dude.
Damn, so I'm conflicted because we got like a couple of minutes left, and I just kind of so you know what? I'll just go with the original schedule. I want to go into this next topic about basically what does the future hold with us now, being that we have COVID in the picture. if that was a clear, straight answer. Did you guys get the premise of what I was asking? What?
Repeat it again. What you said? Repeat it.
What does the future hold for us now that we are living with COVID-19?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
I mean,
she said it like damn, we had no future like that.
I'm like, oh shit! Hold up, we lit the bus.
Oh wait, no, Ozzy was gonna go first. Ozzy was gonna.
Oh, was I?
All right, go ahead, Oz.
So okay, I could say this: what I want to have in the future, right? I mean, because, and I'll tell you how the COVID changed my life a little bit. So in the future, obviously, I don't know how long is the COVID thing's gonna last, but I definitely want to have like a slight career change, right? Like I really want to get into something that is giving me a lot more money and whatnot. And I feel like if COVID didn't happen, probably wouldn't have come to that realization, you know, because I would still be working that same job, you know, the whole time. That being said, what does the future hold with COVID? I hope it doesn't last. I mean, I think it's gonna lead us way into like summer of next year, I think. I mean, at the rate that it's going on, at least in US, it's going to probably lead us at least then, maybe even more, depending on if the vaccines come out or not, right? So there's like a whole thing going on. If, first of all, we don't even have a concrete vaccine yet, but when we do, then we're going to have to supply it, you know? And that's the whole world. It's not just US.
And not only that, but people have to be willing to take it, because a lot of people don't be taking vaccines.
That is true.
So that's also another thing too. So, like, Adeline, what you think is gonna go on with the future now that we living in COVID times?
Basically, to be honest, I feel like this shit gonna get worse, because now that you opening back schools and things are trying to get back to normal, we can't really get back to normal after this whole pandemic just happened. And I feel like we're losing a lot of money, we're losing a lot of jobs. People are committing suicides. It's a lot of I feel like this is bigger than the pandemic, because it's just so much things going on. And I feel like our future with this pandemic, it just, oh, sorry, my grandmother's talking. Basically, it's just like, it's too much negativity that happened in 1 year to feel like we got to go back to normal. Because it's like, people are dying from from COVID. So the thing is, if we're trying to go back to normal, there's no normal. There's no such thing as normal now, because we gotta be cautious. We gotta wear masks, and it's like my mother was saying, because we live in a very affectionate home. Like, we come tell each other whatever. We can't even do that anymore. Now, wash your hands, stay away from me, do this. It's like, even though people are trying to live their best life, but you have to remember, we're going home to our loved ones, and we're spreading this disease even more, this sickness even more. So it's like, there's no going back to being normal, and we just gotta go each day wishing things will go back to normal.
Khalida, what about you? What are your thoughts?
I think we're gonna see a lot of boss people, like self-made bosses, entrepreneurs, because I feel like the pandemic kind of forced people into that, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing at all. A lot of people, I feel like economically, we might be a little bruised. A lot of businesses suffered, so it's a lot of repairing to do. I think the way that students are learning is totally different, and so who's to say they might want to kind of keep that? For some students, like, you know, some schools might be like, hey, you know, remote learning is now an option all year long, some shit like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking futuristic thoughts. But I feel like it's definitely a lot of bosses and entrepreneurs that were born from COVID because they were forced into that. And I think that people are going to be way more safe in terms of like hygiene and stuff like that. In terms of New York, I wish that they would, you know, be that clean with the MTA all the time, regardless of COVID or anything. I wish that the MTA was always like that, where they shutting shit down at between certain hours. Clean, bleach everything, because, you know, keep the bums off the train, stuff like that. Keep the rats at a minimum. If you're gonna keep hiking up the fares every so often, right? All right, so give us something to feel good. When we come into the train station, it should smell good. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that. I just think that a lot of people are going to be way more careful now. And I'm hoping that the tension from this doesn't boil over. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of tension still. Like, people get too close and you like, what the, yo? You know what I mean? You like, hold up, back up. Like, 6 feet, this. So I hope that the tension doesn't boil over. I hope it dies down soon. That's all. I just hope the best for the future when it comes to COVID. I hope the shit ends soon. I heard the mayor saying something about nightclubs can't open up until June 2021. Jawan, you already know how I feel about that.
You already know, like, I'm dead upset. Like, I really be out in the clubs. Like, that's the thing. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now I got a party in people's backyards and stuff like that. They got roaches. Like, come on. My feelings on this whole COVID situation, honestly, I really wanted to end. I really wanted to end. I feel like people. Okay, let me split my thoughts up. Hold on, I'm sorry, my mind is racing. I had a couple of cups of wine. I'm going down. All right, so I feel like I wanted to end. I feel like it was beneficial because we were able to now stay isolated to ourselves and really evaluate who we are as people. It took us from a different mindset to now it's like, okay, now we don't want to depend on people to like make money off of, people making money off of us. So 9-to-5 jobs, we don't necessarily want to work that because they are able to get rid of you so often, so quickly. So now I'm learning that I want to do something that I want to do and make money from it. That's number one. Number two, this COVID stuff and the conspiracy theorists that come from this stuff is really starting to drive me crazy. And I'm trying my hardest not to comment underneath, their posts whenever they post something like, oh, well, the virus is a hoax. Let me tell you something. This virus is not a hoax because why everybody's shutting down, their economics is going down. You don't think that these people want to make their money? Now, they continue to make this money off of us. They don't want to sit over here and supply us with no type of money. So when they supply us with money, then it's really a problem. You know what I'm saying? They never want to give us money. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So we already know that this is not a hoax. In terms of us rushing back into things, I don't think that we should be rushing into things like schools should not be opening up yet because if businesses ain't even opening up yet.
Exactly.
We should not be putting our little babies into the schools knowing damn what our health officials is even telling us. Like, yo, kids can transmit this shit and they could transmit this bitch in a fast rate. You know what I'm saying? That's what health officials are saying. I didn't say it to CDC. You can go on their website if you don't believe me. And then on top of that, right? Because I'm sweating because I'm so passionate about this. So it's like on top of that, right? On top of that, this whole vaccine, like, so listen, I get it. I don't trust the government either. I'm not a government person either. I feel y'all on that one. I agree 100%. But these bitches is losing their money. So when they come out with a vaccine, it don't necessarily mean that they gonna sit over and chip you. The 5G towers ain't got nothing to do with the radiation. None of this shit. Like, come on, stop trying to make shit out of stuff. Y'all going off of y'all opinion. Y'all going off of opinion. Y'all not even going to pure facts. Y'all going off of y'all opinion. Y'all taking one thought, bubbling it up to this wild, crazy. Y'all should be directors. How about y'all write a movie? Why don't y'all do that? Why don't y'all write a movie?
That's a writer, though.
Yeah.
I just want to add on to what Jawan said too. Like, basically, people that are during this pandemic that are struggling or whatever the case may be, some people really, like, for the whole situation that's going on with unemployment, some people are really struggling and they can't even go back to their old jobs. Their old jobs are still shutting down.
Right.
And there's some people that job is still open, but they're scared because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another category where people are just being lazy and just don't want to go back to work at all, and don't have nothing, like, going. It's just like they just collecting checks and that's it. But the thing is, what I always say on my YouTube channel as well, don't let this pandemic control your life.
Exactly.
Like, know your purpose, fulfill your purpose, because just because this whole world is coming down doesn't mean you got to come down with it. You could be in a different source. And the thing is, it's like, I was so grateful to have my 2 jobs, to have my job during this pandemic. And the thing is like, I always say, yes, I'm working from home, and yes, that, I can't interact the way I once was, but I am grateful that certain things in my life did not fall apart during this pandemic. And the thing is, people really need to understand, during this pandemic, like I said, know what you in here for. Don't let the time go back, and then when things are trying to get back to normal, you're still stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, take this time. If you out of work, take this time to do your business, research things. Even there, you can even go to school, but just do it online.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just keep yourself going. Don't let this pandemic weigh you down.
And then another thing, right? You know how like people like to complain, oh, well, school never taught us how to do our taxes, and school never taught us this, and school never taught us that. Well, guess what? Now you have all the time in the world to learn what you want to learn, because guess what? The internet is now your best friend. So instead of getting the internet with these fingers and typing away, how about you type away and type in how to do an LLC, how to get one, how to attain, you know what I'm saying? Let's really use the time for what we talk.
Yeah.
People like to talk. That's what I know. People love to talk.
That's the thing. People, sorry to cut you off,
Everybody
and
loves
that's
to talk.
I'm so passionate about that stuff. But anyway, it's like people always, when things were normal, when the pandemic never existed, people were like, I never have time for this. I don't have time for this. I have a busy schedule. Now, bitch, nobody got a busy schedule. We are all fucked up. So what the fuck are you gonna do, bitch?
Ain't nobody can be like, yo, I was busy.
Right. You can't.
No, you wasn't.
Busy doing what?
What was he doing?
Busy doing what? Bitch, we all closed. We can't even go to fucking Paris, bitch. Where the hell we gonna go?
Man, that's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? But
also, there's people who is nonstop, who lives nonstop on the go, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And so for those people, this is the time for them to sit back and just sit down and stay still for a second and think and reorganize and clean up the house and just have a moment to yourself to just feel and be in the present moment. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. You got the people who, it's like, you know, who make excuses for themselves and be like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, what is the excuse now? There's no excuse now.
Yeah.
It's like the people who just really needed that time. So I think it goes both ways, but I totally agree with that whole, you know, start doing the research on whatever it is that you want to know, whatever it is that you wanted to do. Now is the time, because they're giving out grants, they're giving out money. So now it's like me and my homegirl, we about to figure out this LLC stuff for our business. You know what I'm saying? We about to figure it out, because
I got mine. Listen, go ahead, do it.
It's time. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Yeah. Ozzy, you had something to say?
Yeah, another thing I really dislike about this whole COVID situation, at least in America, I mean, I don't see it happening anywhere else, is that it's a political thing. Why is it considered a political thing when there are people dying? It's a health issue. It is not a politics issue, you know? And I think it's only one big reason it's happening is because it's election year, right? So they're trying to split people like they always do, you know? And that's what's happening here. And I'm just kind of like, why are you making this matter about politics? You know, people be like, I can't breathe under the mask, and there's people that put on 6 masks, like nurses and when doctors put on 6 masks and show that your oxygen level is exactly the same. Nothing moves, you know? It's so stupid that people are making this a political thing. And I hope that hopefully in the future, people realize that, guess what? This really is not a political thing. People are done. There's people that went to quote unquote COVID parties, got COVID and passed away because they thought it was just some kind of hoax, and it wasn't, you know? And it shouldn't be that drastic to change your mind. You know, somebody shouldn't have to lose your life to really understand common sense, you know?
It's the thing is that, like, nowadays, what I really accepted, like, Ozzy, for real, like, what I really accepted in today's society is that common sense is not so common. So not everybody's born with common sense, because now I feel like you have to be born with common sense, and not everybody's born with common sense. So these people, they get up and they go, you know, they hear, oh, well, no, COVID's not nothing, COVID not oh, yeah, now you have to, you know, people have to experience shit in order to now be like, oh, okay, this is serious. I'm really at risk. Oh, okay. I really just learned common sense is no longer common anymore. There's only a select special few with that God-given gift. Thank you, God, for giving me common sense. Thank you, God, for giving this panel common sense, for the simple fact that it's just not so common. You know, people get upset and they get in their feelings and they want to go shopping in the mall knowing that they can't go to work the next day. Oh my God, we're so excited. We can go buy a Birchie bag and get sick.
And yeah, exactly, right. And on top of the whole unemployment thing, and one big reason that I thought about career change is because I was making a lot less money as opposed to what unemployment was giving me. And I'm there like, damn, I'm really spending all my time making this much less money, you know? I could really be making a lot more money doing something a lot better. And now that I have all this time to learn things, I'm like learning them. You know, I got like my notes, I'll be taking notes and things like that. And hopefully, you know, let's see what happens. Let's see what the future holds. When it
Oh,
comes to
listen.
collab. All right.
So you already know who it is. It's John White. Did you want that Nigerian prince / king? Oh my God, I had a lot of wine. To the left of me, I got Uzair.
Allegedly Uzair, Ozzy Malik. You know how it goes. You know, second episode. We out here.
So you know your outro, but you don't know your intro. You better work on it.
Hey man, I just made it up on the spot.
and then underneath him, we have Miss Angelise.
Bye, guys. I hope everybody have a wonderful weekend. Have a blessed day, and you know, stay safe. COVID is still here.
Yes, it sure is. We are really glad to have you back. And then underneath me, we have Carlita.
Hey, it's Benita Applebone. You know, I put you on. I'm about to go have a quarantine. Dulce Colada.
Ooh, that sounds so good. Please like, share, and subscribe and get you a Dulce Colada. We are the men.